Welcome everyone, Farmer Cop here. This is going to be a guide to a mod that came out recently. The mod is called Expandable Pastures. It's by Chisel, and it is for PC and Mac players only. So I found out a few things that might help you guys go along using this, and I wanted to talk about just how to use it in general. So I have a few tips, tricks, and different things like that. It's only 0.8 megabytes to download. Unfortunately, it's not going to be for console because of the scripting involved and everything like that, but it's still very cool to have it available for PC players. So basically, the basic concept of this is you to be able to kind of make custom sized and shaped pastures for whatever kind of piece of land or area that you would like. A couple warnings with this: it can cause performance issues if you make a massive pasture, so just be aware of that. And on slopes, the animals may not be able to go between the areas, or if you place a large portion of pasture down, the animals may be sectioned off into different areas just because of the slope, but you shouldn't really notice it a whole lot. So anyhow, to use the pens, I have it obviously selected as a mod. I'm going to hit Shift P to go into build mode, go into animals, and then under all of them, you will find these pens in here. Well, not bees. Bees don't have pens. But you're looking for these guys right here. They'll say EP ready, which is expandable pastures ready. You can see I have basically the 4 base game pastures. I have them all available here and all the same price. Under horses, it's the same thing. These 3, there are 3 here. Good to go. Pigs, same thing. Sheep, same thing. Chickens, same thing. So I'm just going to choose a cow one. I'm just going to I'll choose this building. Why not? We'll choose this guy. So you can see the blue area right there is there instead of a fence. So if I had chosen the base game one, there'll be a fence right there and you can kind of see it. So if I zoom out a little bit, you see the fence on there, one place in the base game one. This one just has a blue area, and that's the pasture area. So you do have to start off by placing one of the EP-ready stables or pastures or whatever the case may be before you can start expanding them and customizing them. So I'm going to place this one down right here. So boom. Built, all good to go. Now, one thing I would recommend, I'm going to get off of this portion right here. If I get off of that, one thing I would recommend to make your life easier is custom naming these. So if you select anything in build mode, you can hit rename. So I would recommend renaming it. So I'm just going to name this as something like main cow barn. Now you can name it whatever you'd like. You can name it anything you'd like, but it will make it easier if you do that when it comes to adding the expandable pastures if you have more than one cow barn. Now, if you only have one cow barn, not a big deal, but I'll show you why this matters here in a second. Let's say I have this guy. I'm just going to place this guy way out of the way over here, another pasture. Let's say I have him over there, and I don't touch that name at all. So then, after you place your pasture and it's good to go, and I'll give you guys some tips at the very end as well to kind of help you make this easier, but you're going to go down here to this new tab we have, which is Expandable Pastures, and you see we have various chunks of pasture, and I'll show you what they add on to the pasture, so it shows you that as well. Now, obviously, there's a slope there. You just kind of have to hope that you can see it. It'll still work in that whole area, but it makes it difficult to see, so that's why I recommend going about it like this. If you're on a slope, don't put it in like that, because then you can see where it's going. We have so many different shapes and sizes. There's so many different things. Let's say I want kind of an angled pasture here or something like that. I mean, it doesn't matter. And the good thing about it, too, let's say if I go to, we'll do 5x10s here. Well, let me just show you how to install these guys, and then I'll go from there. Now, it doesn't have to be connected or overlap to this. You can do that, but for whatever reason, if I do place that over here, it will be part of it. Now, I can choose which one. So if you remember, my other cow pasture I placed down, I didn't label, but if I switch between the two in here, you can see this one's labeled main cow barn. That's why it's important to label them so you know which pasture you're actually attaching it to. I theoretically, though, even though it's off on its own island, I can attach it to either or, but I want to attach it to here, and I can do that by hitting OK. Now, if you hit cancel, this is still present. That is still over there. Unfortunately, it is not connected to anything here, which means you have to demolish it. Now, if you see, as soon as I hit the demolish button, I can't see where it's at. So here's where I have a little bit of a tip for you when you have to demolish them. Click on one of them so you can be able to see them, and then put it somewhere like maybe right above decoration there. Then click the demolish button so I know to click right there, and I can demolish it just like that. Then I can come out of demolish mode, and it's good to go. But if you do want to place it, let's say I place this guy, and again, I can't see it because it went a little underground, so I can place it this way. Say I want that pasture to go like that. I can address it to the main cow barn and then hit OK, and now these are tied together. Now, there's no limit to how many you put on, so I can make all sorts of them. Just keep hitting OK, and you also can overlap them. So let's say I wanted to have this space covered. You can do that, and you can overlap them right there, but just be careful doing that. I recommend trying to use as little of these as possible just for performance issues and stuff like that. So as you can see, I can build a pasture here, and it's all good, easy peasy. Now we have kind of a weird shaped pasture. Now you may say, well, I want to build a fence around it. So let me go into decoration, put a fence up. Let me choose any one of these fences here. It doesn't matter. But I can't see where the pasture is, which makes it a little bit difficult. And that's why one thing I would recommend, if you are going to fence in a pasture area, put the fence down first so you can see where you want the animals to be, and then fence around it after that. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and demolish all these guys. And I'll say this as well, I can't just demolish this. It says, please, or pasture cannot be sold as it still has extensions. Please sell all the extensions. So you have to sell the extensions first. So I'm going to try to get them all sold here. I know kind of their general area. So I think I got them, and then there we go. I can sell this and get rid of it that way. So you have to sell all the extensions before you can place that down. And let me just look at my notes here, make sure I don't have anything else I want to talk about with you guys. Just look through here. Yeah, so I think I've kind of covered everything here. Now, uses, why would you want to do this? Well, maybe you want a slightly larger pen than you had before. You can use these guys. Or if you want a custom area to be an animal pen. So if I just go into flight mode here and just show you a couple examples. So if I come over, we're on Elm Creek. Let's say I have the new farm here. And let's say, well, I want a pen. Let's say I buy this chunk of land right here, and I want a pen that takes up this space. Well, that would be fine. If I wanted to do that, I can buy the land, and then I can put a pen in, but it's not going to be exactly that space. So what I could do, if I wanted to here, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it just as an example for you guys. And if I just wanted, I'm just going to paint over the field just to get rid of the field, because that'll make it easier. I'm not going to put grass down just for the sake of time. But let's say I get rid of all this, and I want to put a pasture here. What I can do is go to my animals. Let's say I want it to be a pig pasture. Sure, I can grab one of these guys right here. I can place that down. That one will show up. You can kind of see where the edges are. It's kind of difficult though. But okay, I want to make this into a pasture, and I want to fence it in. So if I go to landscape mode, or excuse me, I go to decoration, go fences. All right, I'm going to put a fence in. I can put a fence across here to show kind of where that's at. So what I recommend doing is probably putting down your starting pasture first. Let's say I want the pasture to go. I'm not going to make it the whole area because that might take a little bit of time. But if I kind of do like this kind of a weird shape just to show you what this mod is capable of, I can make this into a custom pasture here by going back down to the animals, and I go to pigs. Or actually, I don't go to pigs. I go to pasture extensions now, and I can extend this. That's a little too big. This one's great for this corner. That gets it pretty well there. Now, if I really wanted it to be perfect, I could definitely do this, and then, yep, pig pasture, assign it to there, and then I can do a 25 by 5, perfect. And I can go ahead and just take up that last little bit of space there to make it kind of perfect fit into that fence right there. Perfect. And you can just kind of go about your business by using whatever ones you want to do that work for you to be able to fit into the pasture. Let's see, this will go a little bit better this way. And you can, just like this, you can assign them, and then I don't need to probably keep doing this for you guys. You guys, I think, get the point by now. But I can, let me go down back to a smaller one here. I can customize the pasture however I want and put things in however I would like to. And I can make basically any shape happen. And if you scroll down even further, I mean, there's triangles in here. So I could do triangle. I could probably find a triangle that fits probably even better than this one. 60 degree, probably closer to what I want. There we go. And I could get, you know, however I want to do that. Actually, that's not quite perfect, but that's fine. Yeah, you can see I can do whatever I'd like to. If I want to put a triangle right there, close that out. If I wanted to put one, you know, it doesn't matter. However you want to do it, you can look at all of them, and you can figure out a way to make your pasture fit in the area that you have just perfectly, just like that. There we go. I can cover that guy up right there. Beautiful. And then I just have that little square over there, I think, actually. I've done a pretty good job of getting everything pastured in. There. And then I do have, I guess, this little guy up here, but I can easily get a little small couple of triangles, probably. Maybe the 45 degree one actually might be good for this. And I can, yeah, that's about perfect right there. It doesn't have to be perfect unless you want it to be. You can take as much time as you want. But as you can see, I have built a custom pasture, which has maybe it's just perfect for what I want. So you can do this and put animals in it and do all that sort of stuff. But anyhow, that's all I got for you guys. I just want to do a quick video on this to hopefully help you guys out if you guys are going to use this. If you guys enjoyed, please drop a like down below. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button up on the screen to join the Farmer Cop channel and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss any future videos I may post. This has been Farmer Cop. Thank you guys for coming and for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.